She was just an ordinary girl from Australia, chasing an impossible dream. No connections, no shortcuts, just raw talent and relentless determination. For years, she struggled in obscurity, taking small roles, waiting for her big break. Then, one unexpected audition changed everything. Overnight, she was thrust into a world of dragons, power, and fame. But what really happened behind the scenes? How did a rising star land one of the most coveted roles in television history? And what shocking truth almost made her walk away from it all? Stay with me, because this is the untold story of Milly Alcock. And trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next. Milly Alcock is a name that has taken the entertainment world by storm. But how did she get here? What was her journey like before she became a global sensation? Most people only know her from her breakthrough role, but there's a lot more to her story. A story filled with struggles, unexpected turns, and a moment that changed everything for her. Born in Australia, Milly's journey to stardom wasn't one of instant fame or overnight success. She wasn't born into a family of actors or raised in the Hollywood spotlight. Instead, she had to carve her own path, one step at a time. She was just a young girl with big dreams, a passion for acting, and an unwavering belief in herself. But how did a teenager from Sydney go from school plays to one of the biggest shows on television? The answer is more fascinating than you might think. Milly's first steps into acting weren't glamorous. She started with small roles, appearing in minor projects that barely made a ripple in the industry. But she wasn't discouraged. She knew every great actor had to start somewhere. She took on every opportunity that came her way, even if it meant working odd jobs to support her dream. She had to prove herself, not just to the world, but to herself, too. The question was, how long would it take before someone noticed her talent? For years, she worked tirelessly, landing roles in Australian TV shows like Janet King and A Place to Call Home. These roles were stepping stones, helping her build confidence and experience. But even though she was working, real fame still seemed far away. Then came Upright, the show that gave her the recognition she needed. Playing the role of Meg, Milly showed the world what she was capable of. Her performance was raw, emotional, and powerful. It caught the attention of critics and audiences alike. But was it enough to take her to the next level? Then, out of nowhere, came an opportunity that would change everything. A casting call for a new, highly anticipated project. A show that was set to become one of the biggest in television history. Thousands auditioned, each hoping to land a role in the world of Westeros. But the producers were looking for someone special, someone who could bring a young, fierce princess to life. And that's when Milly Alcock's life changed forever. Imagine receiving a call telling you that you've been cast in a prequel to Game of Thrones. That's exactly what happened to Milly. She had been chosen to play the role of Rhaenyra Targaryen in House of the Dragon. It was a dream come true, but also a massive challenge. She wasn't just stepping into a role, she was stepping into a universe with one of the most passionate fan bases in the world. The pressure was immense. Could she live up to expectations? The moment House of the Dragon premiered, Milly's performance captivated audiences worldwide. She brought depth, emotion, and authenticity to Rhaenyra, making the character her own. Critics praised her, fans adored her, and suddenly, she was a global star. But fame comes with its own challenges. The attention, the scrutiny, the expectations. It was all new to her. How did she handle it? Despite her newfound fame, Milly remained grounded. She spoke about her struggles with imposter syndrome, admitting that she sometimes felt like she didn't belong. But that vulnerability only made her more relatable. She wasn't just a rising star. She was someone who had worked for everything she had. Someone who still had doubts and fears. And that made people love her even more. But the question now is, what's next for Milly Alcock? She has proven herself as an actress, but where does she go from here? Will she continue to take on big-budget productions, or will she choose smaller, more artistic projects? Will she stay in Hollywood, or will she return to her roots in Australia? The world is watching, waiting to see what she does next. One thing is certain, Milly Alcock is just getting started. Her journey to fame has been anything but ordinary, and if her past is any indication, her future will be just as exciting. Whatever comes next, one thing is clear, she is here to stay. And if you think you've seen the best of her already, just wait.